So E3 has begun and Xbox went in. Let's get into it. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another brand new video on the Major Ben channel here today. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. First of all, wow, the Xbox presentation was just absolutely insane. Microsoft has been promising us for a long time that we're going to see some absolutely awesome titles. So I made a few, excuse me, I made a few little notes here that I just want to go through some of the games that were announced, some that will be coming to Switch as well, so we don't discriminate on this channel. We talk about all gaming consoles, but we're going to mainly talk about Microsoft and what they've just done. I know it was yesterday now, but I'm trying to get this video out as quick as possible, and I just want to talk about it on the channel because that's what my channel is all about. So we have got news to start off with that Starfield is going to be exclusive to Xbox. Now, anybody with a brain kind of realized that this was going to be a thing that was happening. Xbox is going to push Bethesda's big titles and make them only on Xbox. Xbox need these titles like Sony have got things like The Last of Us, Uncharted series, Spider-Man. Microsoft needs their version of that. Obviously they've got Halo, we'll talk about Halo in a little bit, but they need these new titles and there's a few of them. So obviously Starfield, so brand new Bethesda game that is now exclusive to Microsoft, which is huge, right? It's a massive thing. There's still a lot of Sony people saying, oh, don't worry guys, this game will come to Sony. It's not. This is going to be a pure console exclusive. We're never going to see this touch the Sony platform at all. Probably never will. And that's just how it is. We have to accept it. This is why these days you kind of have to own both consoles or get a PC or whatever. That is the way to go. So we saw some very sort of basic footage of that game. Not a lot of in-depth stuff, but we've seen a little bit of what it looks like. A lot of people are describing it as like kind of a Skyrim type, but in space. And it looks really awesome, to be honest. I am so excited to get my hands on that game on my Series X. It's going to look awesome. Like the fact that they're developing just for two consoles and PC, obviously, which means PC version first and downscaling it to Series X and Series S. They can do so much with this now. Like it's going to be insane. Like they have to working directly with Microsoft on this game. So I don't think people actually realize how huge that actually is. We have Stalker 2. So we obviously knew Stalker 2 was a thing. They've done a little bit more in depth of stuff. We saw a bit more of the world and a bit more about that game. Now that's another one I'm excited for. By the way, pretty much every single game on this list, I think if I remember correctly, I don't actually know about Starfield, but pretty much every single one is coming to day and date of release of that game, which is like absolutely like just insane to me. Like we're getting all these games. So Stalker 2, another one that was absolutely fantastic. Now Halo Infinite, we got to see multiplayer Halo Infinite running at gorgeous 120 FPS. I mean, oh god, sorry Cap. If you don't, if you got a console that can do that and you're making games exclusively for it, you're going to push it. So I found that insane. Halo looked massively improved from what we saw previously where everyone was criticizing it. It's massively been improved. This game just looks incredible. I'm so excited to get my hands on this game. Like, this is the thing. This is why you guys should appreciate my channel, because I don't stick to one platform. I play PlayStation as my main system, I admit, but with Game Pass and everything that's coming to my Xbox, like, I obviously just pay that subscription. I end up playing pretty much most of the games that come to Game Pass on my Xbox anyway, and then I play all the exclusives on PlayStation and any other software on there that isn't on Game Pass. So it's kind of, I get the best of both worlds having both systems. I'm very lucky. We then got Outer Worlds 2. Now, I'm not saying every single game that happened on that day, I'm just saying the ones that I found most interesting. Now, I wasn't a massive fan of Outer Worlds 1. Just wasn't my type of game. I much preferred Fallout. Fallout was the better version of it almost. But Outer Worlds 2 looks like it's going to take that next step to the next level. Again, this, we don't know if it's going to be a pure console exclusive, but it is a game that's coming to Game Pass. So for me, if it's on Game Pass, I'm playing it on my Xbox, obviously, because I just saved the money and I can buy another game with the money I would have spent on Outer Worlds. So anyway, Outer Worlds 2 looks really, really cool. I'm very excited for that one. So I'm going to have to rub my nose here because the hay fever makes it really itchy. Anyway, Age of Empires. Now, Age of Empires is a game that's always close to my heart. This isn't a console game, it's a PC game, but I am definitely getting this. It's coming to Game Pass on PC day one, and I have always been a massive fan of the Age of Empires series, and this is going to be one that I am going to put a lot of time into. Like, this game just looks fantastic. To be honest, I say it looks fantastic. I was slightly disappointed with the graphics because it looked very much like all the old Age of Empires games, but then I was like, okay, well, actually, that's going to bring back so much nostalgia because it looks like the old games, but it is a new version, and there will be some technically demanding stuff in there. So, it's going to be good. I can't wait for that. But anyway, we then got Flight Simulator for Xbox. Now, I have heard that this is running at 4K, 30 FPS, which I put a tweet out recently. By the way, follow me, Twitter, link in description. I put a tweet out the other day just saying, this is perfectly acceptable. Like, the 3080 and 3090, the RTX cards on PCs, struggle to run this game at 4K 60. They struggle. So if we're getting 4K 30, yes, it might be upscaled 30. Oh, Christ, my itchy nose. We have actually seen some games upscaled look better than native anyway. So 4K 30, great. And we're also getting some expansions as well. So this game actually comes to Xbox on July 27th, and there's some expansions coming with it, which is great. The next game, this is my most exciting one on this list, including over Halo, because I'm just a bigger fan of this series. Forza Horizon 5 on the 5th of November, set in Mexico. So, what more do I need to say? This open world looks gorgeous, absolutely insane. It's massive. The graphics is just on another level. Like, literally just stole the show for me. I was so hyped when I saw this. Like, I didn't know they were actually going to say anything about it on that day, because before this we had all these other awesome titles, and I was like, okay, we got to slow down a little bit. But then they go out with another one with Forza Horizon 5, and there's more later on as well, which I'm just even more shocked about. But this Forza looks so good. Graphically, it is going to be the best racing game you could possibly get your hands on. I even think over the new Gran Turismo as well when that launches, but we'll have to wait and see. Not calling anything out early. I did say I'm a Sony fan, so before you Sony guys go in on me for saying that, just chill out, alright? Chill out. But that looked insane. It's going to be awesome. Like, it's going to be a game that just everyone should get their hands on that. I don't know what more I can really say. It's Forza Horizon. One of my favourite games is Forza Horizon 4. I only started playing it since I got my Series X, but I poured hours upon hours into that game because I just didn't think I was going to be a racing fan. But now I find myself randomly going into Forza Horizon 4 and just driving around, not even racing, but just playing the game. Like, that's how much I fall in love with this game, because it's just, the open world is awesome. Anyway, at the end of the presentation, we got a new Bethesda title called Redfall, coming summer 2022. Now, this is a brand new Bethesda title. It looks very much like a zombie kind of game, but they're not zombies. They're kind of these mythical creature things with abilities. And it's a Bethesda exclusive to Microsoft, another one. And it's just like, no one knew when this was coming. This is obviously a brand new working Bethesda title. This is going to be huge. Like, this is amazing. It's probably going to be before Elder Scrolls 6 and everything like that. By the way, guys, I've got hay fever. If I sound weird and I'm sniffing a lot, that's why. But yeah, this was just a shocker at the end that he released another thing, and I thought it was just so awesome. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about it, but that looked awesome. We got games like Back 4 Blood that we saw a little bit more stuff, and we got a load of stuff. I'm not going to go into every single thing. We did get Psychonauts 2. We got Jack Sparrow content in Sea of Thieves, which I thought was really cool. The voice actor was actually great. I don't know if it actually was him. I doubt it with everything that he's going through at the moment. But still, really interesting. We got Battlefield 2042 or whatever it is gameplay. Grounded, an update with Grounded, which adds a few features that people have been requesting. Diablo 2. Now, this game looked great, and it's also actually been announced for Switch, for those of you guys who didn't know that. So, 2 games on this list for Switch. So, one of them being Diablo 2, then we got the next Plague's Tale game, which is also coming to Switch as well. So, basically, how I work my games these days, I buy everything that comes out that's on PS5, but if there's certain games, maybe like Diablo 2 or Plague's Tale, where I know I'm not necessarily going to want to play them as my main games, I will probably buy it on Switch, take it to work, play it during my lunch break, because if there's games like Plague's Tale that I'm not going to want to spend my actual home gaming time on a game like that, because it doesn't really interest me. There's so many other games that I'd rather play on my PS5. I'll buy it for Switch and then take it into work and play it during my lunch break, play it when I'm travelling or whatever. Like, that's what I love about the Switch. This is why I'm still hoping for a Switch Pro, because I want more of these newer games natively coming to Switch that we can take, you know, wherever we are in the world at the time. So anyway, that was pretty much it. But it was a banger of a presentation. Like, it was absolutely awesome. Obviously, we've had more stuff since then as well. We'll cover more of it in another video this week. But it's been great. Like, it's been absolutely crazy so far. I am very hyped for the Nintendo one. We've got like 45 minutes of stuff going on in that presentation. So that's another one we've got to look forward to. But that's pretty much it, guys. Make sure you do leave a like, stay subscribed and stuff, and press the bell icon to keep up with all the latest gaming news. This is the best place to come for it. I'm doing as much as I can. And I will see you in future videos, guys. Bye-bye for now.